few words about you
Okay.
and tell us about
Yeah, my name is Pablo Miranzo. I'm a photojournalist from Elche, Spain. And yeah, most of my photojournalistic work has been done in Latin America. I've been working in countries as Colombia, Mexico, and Peru. But now I'm based in Barcelona, and I had the chance to came here to Odessa. It's okay. I had the chance to come here to Odessa to document the ceremony of the massacre of house of the Union House, and yeah, it has been very interesting. Ask me something because.
what you've seen there in the field of Kulikovo Polе, this memory ceremony, and what kind of people were there, what
Yeah.
they do?
I was impressed because I remember we arrived early in the morning, and it was maybe like 2 lines of flowers, like 50 meters, a lot of flowers. But I remember I was there taking photos, and then I come back in the afternoon, and it was like 9 lines of flowers, like a lot of people. So when I saw that, I was like, okay, this is something like really impact in the soul of this city. So I don't think this is something that is gonna be forget in these years. So I think it's gonna remain as something that is the natural, is something that we can all learn about this, because when you spread violence, nationalism, one people against other people, I don't care about which side, is what happens. I'm sure that the people that went and burned this building, they were thinking that they were fighting for democracy. I'm sure. But at the end, they were killing like all the women, regular men. I've seen like one guy, he was like 17, 18, 19, something like that. So it's the thing, no, with this kind of conflict. Sometimes in the media you see like very simple, easy story. This is good, this is bad, but the more you enter, the more you know, you can talk with super extremists from one side, from one other, and you see that the reality is a lot of reality. So the more you know, the less you know sometimes.
What about the second side?
The second side, you mean the pro-Maidan side?
Yeah. March of Nationalists.
Yeah, in the same day, I had the chance to document this march, and I have to say it was a march like very. It wasn't violent, but you could feel the violence, no? Because there is a lot of paramilitary style. Maybe I'm from Spain, I'm not used to that, because it's not so common. I know that this is a country at war, and a lot of people who were marching, they told me that they had been fighting in Donetsk and in Lugansk. Young people like me, like 25, 26. But you could feel that in the march. But it's what I was telling you before. I'm sure these people are thinking that they are fighting for democracy, they are defending their country. They told me that people from Odessa, that they came here to help people from Odessa, because they don't want Odessa to be another Crimea, to convert it to be part of Russia. But yeah, it's kind of difficult, no? Because also you can see like a lot of fascist symbols, not fascist symbol, but like ultra nationalist, and yeah.
Tell us about the accidents. Yesterday accidents about your colleague, and I've heard that there was a little accident with you this morning at the airport.
In the airport, yeah.
Tell us about
we were
yesterday.
We were taking photos in the pro-Kremlin, pro Ukrainian nationalists, whatever you want to call this site. We were documenting, taking photos, and then I've been working with Bit. Is a colleague from Czech Republic, a photojournalist also like me. And then I couldn't see him. I didn't know, and then someone told me that he got arrested with no reason, because he was taking only photos. And then he told me that he saw someone with a swastika, this Nazi symbol, and he tried to make a photo of this, and some secret police, I don't know who, but they arrested and they took him to a police station, and we went there just to show that we care about him, and okay, we're here. And yeah, in, I think less than 1 hour, something like that, he was freed. And today in the airport, not a big deal, but I was waiting for my plane, and I was with a friend, and then not secret police, but like the guards of the airport, they say, okay, they asked me for my passport, and they told me, okay, you have to come with us, and they put me in like a room, and they only asked me one question: is your friend Russian? From Russia? And it's like, no, and I don't know. But yeah, it's strange. But with these kind of things, you can feel that there is two sides, and that there is still a lot of to do if you want to end this conflict.
What do you think about the political climate in Ukraine? As a journalist, as a professional journalist, you observe the situation in few words.
Yeah, okay, in few words. It's hard to say, because this is my first trip to Ukraine as a journalist, but you can feel that there is a war. Maybe it's not here in Odessa, the front line, but in the mind of the people there is, because in the ceremony there were people from the other side that came, and they start to argue. And also in the march, in the nationalist march, you can see like a lot of people watching at them and saying like, people came to me and say, these guys, they are not democratic, tal. And then in the other side, the other guys, they are pro-Russian, they want Russia to conquer us, tal. So yeah, there is a perfect climate for a war.
What do you think about the new technologies? I know that you are interested into cryptocurrency, about the high tech and so on.
Yeah.
What do you think about the new political parties, new influencers, new media leaders and so on? Is it developed in your country? What do you think about a project like Party of Anatoly Shari in Ukraine? And what do you think about platforms like this?
Yeah, definitely I think it's a game changer, because maybe not so long time ago, maybe like 10 years, 15 years, if you don't have the structure of a big party, impossible to do anything, because you cannot compete with a party that with 100 years history, a lot of structure, people in every part of the country. But now the people is checking the news in YouTube, in social media, and I think it's good for democracy that there is more competence. There is more competencia, no, between the old parties and the new parties. In Spain we have the same. I mean, there is new parties that with fresh ideas that are growing up, maybe not taking care about mainstream media, not taking care about all ways to reach people. I think it's a good way. For us as a journalist, the same. Sometimes we have more audience in our social media than in the newspaper we are selling the photos.
So could we say that new platforms provide a market, open market of information for everyone through the platforms like YouTube, Facebook and so on, and nowadays people can vote for this product that they would like to watch. So it reduces the propaganda in the world. What do you think about it?
I don't know if it reduces or if it's more, because I think now we have more propaganda than ever. and we are, every time we open a screen, mobile phone, cell phone, like computer, there is a lot of, I like I like this phrase. It's like your mind is front line, because what we think is important to the power. So this is bad for us, because the powers are gonna try to be inside our mind. You have to think this, you have to think that, in order so I can do this, I can do that. So I think internet is okay. It's okay. I mean, there is more information, but at the same time, we need to be very aware because also there is algorithms, things that when you are searching information, internet is always giving you the information that you want, and it's like endogamic. Mm-hmm. I think this is another reason that now we see a lot of extremism in all things, jihadism, nationalism.
Tell us about 3 most interesting things you mentioned in Odessa.
In Odessa, I would say the 2 souls of this city, because I arrived to the city center, and I say, okay, this is like super European city, like European, I mean, not European because it's the same than St. Petersburg, for example. I mean this kind of buildings, like super old, that even more than in my city in Spain. And I like that, and at the same time you have like very neighborhoods that you can see the Soviet past. I like these different buildings, these different structures. You only have to walk and you see the history. And it was very fast trip, only 1.5 days and working. But so the thing I can tell you is about the house of the Union House, because I watched these videos in 2014 when that happened, and I didn't know that it was very big about that. So I was like impressed, and also I was impressed about the reaction of the people. That 7 years ago they still go there and put flowers, and not 1, not 2, a lot of flowers, and a lot of people.